Dis reg om weer te cheers.
Cheers. Sunday.
Sunday. It's so nice not being in fight camp, huh?
It's great. Not for long though.
Not for long.
Yeah.
When are you getting back?
I think in about a week. In a week's time, camp starts.
Ooh,
We
fun
have
times.
this weekend. It's next weekend, 2nd of April. We have Lamb Champs coming up.
Hey, lamb champ.
So Lamb Champs is basically 50 lambs?
50
sheeps.
50 sheeps.
Yeah, on a spit. I don't know if do you think they have spits overseas? A spit braai.
I'm sure they do. They just
Yeah.
call it a spit barbecue.
A spit barbecue. A spit braai.
Yeah, a spit bra.
So we're gonna have 50 lambs to eat from.
Is it a Buffelsfontein event,
Yeah,
right? Oh
it's
yes, baby.
Buffelsfontein.
Ooh, I love those Buffelsfontein events.
It's great. The last one was great. The Tens rugby was a massive
wasn't it
success.
So fun.
We
Fun.
basically indirectly joined a hostel.
Oh yes. Join the
we
residents.
gained we gained the respect of our peers.
And then you went and played golf with them this weekend.
Yeah.
Fun time.
I actually scored a 50.
Oh, really?
A 50.
Yes.
The first 9, and then we just got tired, and then we just
yeah.
didn't play the second 9.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah.
Just only play 9.
We stopped.
Always fun though.
Yeah.
Like we're multi-sport enthusiasts.
Speaking of that, the F1 has started.
That was beautiful.
How great is
Haas,
that?
I
Yeah.
love Haas. Haas is my favorite team of all time.
Haas is,
I love Haas.
and I'm actually glad for them that they have become like this almost meme
Yeah,
because
but they're doing well.
they're doing so well, so they're getting the respect they deserve. And imagine for like next season how many sponsors will get on board just because of
Definitely.
what they're doing
Definitely.
now.
They already have, like, I know it's very early, but they third in the constructors championship right now.
It's
Haas,
insane.
I love it. It's 2 races. It doesn't really mean anything, but you can take that home with you.
Of course.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're doing better than McLaren.
Yeah.
They're doing better than most teams because they're third in the constructors.
It is weird to say that, but Max Verstappen had a great comeback.
Oh, I love him.
And Lewis did very not
Yes. I kind of dislike George Russell more than I dislike.
It's weird.
I don't like Russell.
It's funny, did you watch Drive to Survive, the series?
Which one? I haven't
Like
watched the
this
4th
season.
season yet. No.
But even you that hasn't watched that 4th season, like I feel like that after watching Drive to Survive. I was like, I'm not that big of a fan of Russell
Yeah.
anymore. I was lost. If you asked me a year ago, I was like, no, this is gonna be great. And now I'm just like, he's also a douche.
I'm
So-
obviously like backing Red Bull. That's my team.
of course.
Then I have a not a severe, but I have like a light addiction to Red Bull at this moment. It's
Like physically the drink.
like
Red
the
Bull.
actual drink. It's a problem.
So basically, that marketing did well.
It's
You know, like
working.
in a 10th lap, then you're like, oh my word, I don't know why I'm in the mood for Red Bull right
Yeah,
now.
it's
But-
weird, but I mean, I think I picked it up December
Okay.
when I was surfing.
Yeah.
Because I would get out of the water and I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm craving
And
a Red Bull.
You are dead tired when you're done
Yes,
surfing.
you went
I
with
remember,
me once.
Yeah, I remember. How long were we in there? Like 2.5
2.5 hours.
hours?
About, yeah.
It felt like a day. And then I was super hungry. I was dead. My face was sore because I tried to block a wave with my... Because I thought... I don't know what... But I thought if I
I
did
can stop
that,
the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a battering ram type of deal.
It's not.
It's not. No. That thing just like
So
slammed me in the face.
that's where it started. And now I work in like software development for
Yeah.
people who don't know. And I mean, I would be there and I'm just like, yes, just slamming Red Bulls.
Of course.
Oh,
You have
it's
to
the
burn
best.
the midnight oil.
Of course, it's
And
amazing.
that oil is...
With Drickus' fight coming up next week,
Yeah.
boy, I'm going to have 6 Red Bulls.
Okay.
I'm going to deernag.
Yes. We're going to definitely have to do that.
Oh, yes.
It's just the
We'll vlog
cultural- Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like my camp, and it's actually perfect timing. My camp starts that Monday after Drickus' fight.
Oh, that's perfect.
So
That's perfect. I mean,
good to go.
you have to.
we have to
We have to celebrate it.
We
And I mean-
have to celebrate. They flew last night. They flew
Yeah.
to
To Florida.
Florida, yeah. So they had a layover in Dubai, and I think they're actually flying now as we speak, they're
to
flying
Florida.
to. Yeah.
We have some big news, but we're not allowed to share it yet.
Yes.
But I mean, by the time this podcast goes out,
Yeah.
in the next 2 days, keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big.
It's sick.
It's massive.
It's so cool.
Like you're gonna see. Like you're not even gonna wonder if this is what they were talking about,
Yeah.
because you're gonna see probably on Instagram the UFC or Drickers or someone post something,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna be like,
The news will.
this
be
is the
released
news.
soon. Yeah.
the news. It
That's
might.
very cool.
It's not gonna release by the time we put this out. We just have.
I hope so.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
But it's the worst thing ever having these scoops.
Yeah.
You can't.
No,
You
can't say
just-
anything.
Can't tell anyone. You can't.
Yeah.
Only afterwards you can go. I knew about
Yeah.
this before.
Yeah, so it is something to look forward to. So we have Lamb Champs this weekend. We have Drickus's
fight next
fight
weekend.
next weekend. Well,
Yeah,
it's
come
gonna
join us
be-
at Lamb Champs,
It's
by
gonna
the way.
come join us at Lamb Champs. Everyone in I think most of our listeners are
South African.
South
yeah.
African. If you guys are in Pretoria, it's gonna be at the Pretoria Rugby Club on the 2nd of April. So this will go out probably tonight.
Yeah, it'll be the week that we release this.
Yes, yeah, 2nd of April, Saturday, 50 lambs.
Fun
Damn.
times. And then we should probably talk about fighting at some stage.
Let's do that as well. And we had Curtis Blades, Chris Dorcas. Chris Dorcas.
Chris
right?
Dorcas, yeah.
I know there's two brothers.
There is.
Yeah.
The heavyweight one isn't doing so well now. He got
Yeah.
knocked out twice in a row.
Yeah.
First Derek Lewis and now Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
And Curtis Blades calling for an interim title shot.
That's interesting.
Who do you give it to?
It's at the point where there is guys that are putting up their hands and all of them make sense, which is a great problem to have because
Yeah.
now you can,
Mix and match them.
and also you can sift out all the boring fights like Curtis Blades.
You would think Curtis Blades was boring, but that was actually not a boring fight.
It wasn't a boring fight.
He didn't go
at
for
all.
one takedown. He was just swanging and banging.
It was quite cool to see. So, and it's weird because now Francis is a wrestler and Curtis Blades is a stand-up fighter.
Strikers. What a world we live in. Personally, I would probably for interim title shot. I would take the two guys that have lost to the champion.
Yeah.
Lost. So
Yeah.
Stipe gone, interim title shot.
Yeah.
That's my
That's a
call.
great fight. That's really a great fight. We're not hearing anything from John Jones, so that's
Yeah, no, he's
not
he's not going to be ready by the time they actually make that fight. No
Get out of
ways.
here. Get out of here. Yeah. So you can have them fight, and man,
Tuivasa, Aspinall,
Tuivasa, Aspinall.
and who do you put Blades?
You can always you
Okay.
can get a buy.
Okay, let's put John Jones into this now.
Okay.
So John Jones would probably
If John
fight
Jones
for
is in the
title.
picture, I want Stipe Jones
Stipe Jones for the interim.
for the interim. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Gone versus who for the next title shot?
Blades.
Gone Blades for the
Yeah.
next title shot.
And then you have
Tuivasa,
Tuivasa
Aspinall.
as your up and comers.
I like that.
That makes sense.
I like that a lot.
So actually, we need John Jones because
Yes.
otherwise, that whole thing.
Jones Stipe is such a good fight.
That's a great
Oh
fight.
my goodness.
I want to see that fight more than any other matchup, like Jones versus Gone, Jones versus Blades. It's
Jones versus Gone it's interesting, or Jones versus Aspinall even.
Yeah.
It is interesting out of a technical perspective. If you're really like someone who loves the sweet science of kickboxing,
yeah,
then you'll love that fight.
Yeah.
Seeing these two technical guys go at it, leg kicking and
Yes.
elbowing and feinting.
yeah. I think I like the Stipe fight more just for the amount of experience both of them have in their divisions. So you actually have I would argue that Stipe is one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
Yeah.
And you're taking the greatest,
Light
arguably
Definitely the greatest light heavyweight of all time.
Definitely.
Like without a doubt.
and arguably the best MMA fighter of all time.
One
There's-
of
there's a
he's
big-
up there. He's
it's
up there.
big asterisks because
It's between him and GSP.
and
the
Anderson Silva.
and Anderson Silva for the
Yeah.
greatest of all time.
Yeah, but just the amount of the dominance he's had, I don't want to see him against anyone less than Stipe.
Then Stipe.
Yeah.
The heavyweight goat
Unless-
versus the light heavyweight
Unless
goat.
Cormier makes a comeback.
Oh. How much do you think Cormier weighs at this stage?
Way
He
too
must be
much.
like 50% Popeye's chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. If you squeeze his hands too hard, he's just like oil. We love you,
I
DC.
respect
I
that.
like his commentating, honestly.
He's a good commentator.
He is a good commentator.
What the UFC does with bringing, with the exception of Dominic Cruz,
Yeah.
what the UFC does with bringing in old fighters
Yes.
to be commentators, DC and Bisping.
Yes.
Those two.
Yeah.
Paul Felder is also
He's
good for me.
Yeah.
But DC,
Bisping is great. I love Bisping.
Bisping is such
And
a
he
good
brings also
commentator.
like a fun dynamic to it because he
does.
doesn't really care what people thinks as well. So he'll sometimes just like throw in his opinion.
Yeah.
I remember with Paddy's debut, they said something about Scouters they don't get knocked out, and he was like,
You almost did.
Yeah, he was like, you almost did.
So I think it was like he asked Paddy, "Oh, what happened?" You know, it was like, "No, lad, I would have ran through him and stuff." And it was like, "You almost got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's what happened."
yeah.
I like that part of him.
Yeah, it's very cool.
John Anik, I just love the
He is.
weird shit he throws in there. Have you seen, I think I've sent you that clip where he just goes, "Both of these fighters have dealt with custody battles involving their children."
But he is by far the best commentator.
He's very professional.
Yeah, and I met him on the island as well, and he was such a nice guy. But his research, the amount of research
I
that
can
he
imagine.
does, it was insane. I remember Drickers had to. It was like an hour session where you walk into like this close, and then all the guys are sitting there, and then they ask you just questions, not only fight related questions, but questions about your life,
that they can use.
and then they can just throw like
Throw that
custody
in.
battles in there.
Do you think like if they asked him that, he's like,
Have you had any custody battle?
"What's something interesting that's happened in the last few months?"
I see on your Instagram there are a bunch of kids. Did you have to fight for them? Like,
I see your children look at you with resentment in their eyes. How's things going? That's such a weird thing to say.
what does your taxes look like?
Oh my goodness. Have you even been to prison?
Yeah.
I don't know, just weird stuff.
Yeah.
Rogan, I like Rogan just,
He's so iconic.
yes, I mean,
He has to be there.
if I go to the, you've probably seen the memes and stuff, when you go to the bathroom, you just hear, "Oh, he's hurt,"
Yeah.
from the next. He'll sometimes over-exaggerate. I think my favorite Rogan like commentary moment,
Yeah.
his screaming is always iconic.
Always.
But I think when John Jones was fighting Guzman, and he just goes, someone goes, "White trunks for Jones, black trunks for Guzman."
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like, all black guy Jones, white guy Guzman.
Yeah, that was so funny. He is someone that's like he's such an iconic person. If there's one person, if you had to ask me like, who would you want to have dinner with?
Yeah,
It's Joe Rogan.
Rogan.
Definitely. Who would you want to share a blunt with?
But I mean,
Joe Rogan.
not me. Rogan is such a big. He was a big inspiration for this podcast, like
Yeah.
the whole setup of it,
Yeah.
and the format, and,
Yeah,
and
and
everything
also
like
just
that.
the fact that we watched some of the old episodes and they were just it was never
It's just fun.
Like, just so that you guys know, we get about like 20 listens per episode.
don't
It's
get a
not a
lot.
lot,
Not
and
20.
we're gonna maybe a little bit more, but we don't care. We're gonna
It's
just keep on
fun.
doing this.
I like grabbing a boerbier, coming to sit down and just talk shit about fighting
Yeah.
and whatever we want to. I mean, sports.
Let's talk shit about fighting.
Let's talk shit about fighting. I think that's
Who do
a
you
good
like
idea.
in that fight? Will Smith or Chris Rock?
Okay, are we just jump? Okay, let's do actual fighting first, and then we're gonna get into then we're gonna start roasting people.
Okay, cool.
Will Smith, how many of his stunts do you think he could actually pull off? So that's the
Definitely
thing.
more than Chris Rock.
He looks like a
He's the-
badass, but is he?
Okay, so you're taking the actor from iRobot and you're putting him against the zebra in Madagascar.
Well, I don't know.
Do you like the zebra's chances?
I do like Chris Rock a lot.
I love him. And I honestly lost a little bit of respect for Will Smith
Is
after it was just like, was that very like so necessary?
You know what it is? I am a big proponent of talk shit, get hit. That's
Okay.
like I can respect that,
Yeah.
and I can respect standing up for your girl.
Yeah.
But But in this specific instance,
Yeah.
it was like, I will not tolerate any jokes from
Yeah.
any guy about my wife's condition.
Yes.
But I mean, if you want to sleep with her, I mean, please go ahead.
Yeah, that's the thing that the guy from Barstool, I can't remember his name, but the guy from Barstool, he talked about the incident, and he was like, it's funny that like Jada Pinkett Smith, and I don't like celebrity drama, but
Same.
obviously like he's been through hell with her, and
Well, that whole thing,
and then,
the
like,
entanglement stuff.
and like that shitty joke just took it to the new level, and then he had to. It just doesn't make sense. The whole thing doesn't make sense. Obviously, we don't know how stable mentally Will Smith is.
What's
but also-
nice
Yeah.
is, do you think when he got home, his wife's boyfriend allowed him some time on the Xbox? Or even to sleep in the room?
Okay, I'm not even.
I
gonna
like
answer
making that joke sometimes. Here's a pro tip for everyone out there. If someone talks shit to you, you can just tell them, hey, listen, if you talk to your wife's boyfriend like that one day, you're going to get the shit smacked out of you.
Okay, well, let's say if you were in that position. Okay, let's say you were Chris Rock. What do you think you would have done? Do you
If you
think
were-
you would have swung back?
I think I would have just been confused. Like, bro, like I'm a comedian.
That's also the weird thing. Okay,
I think you're so
I get-
shook up by everything. You're just like there, like,
Yeah.
whoa, what
and I
just
get
happened?
like, okay, don't make jokes about my wife, but he probably got paid to host.
Oh yeah,
that
he got
event.
paid a lot.
But exactly, that's his job. That's what he does.
Mm.
So it just doesn't make sense to.
You know what? It wasn't mean spirited. It's not like
No, it was. Oh, the joke.
yeah, the
Oh,
joke.
No,
I don't
not
think
at
the
all.
joke was mean spirited. There's a difference between like
And that was one of the most light. Imagine if that was someone like Bert Kreischer or Tom Segura or even like Bill Burr. I think
Bill
I
Burr
think they would have.
could have gotten mean spirited.
I think that could have gone much worse, much worse. And don't swing at my boy Bill Burr. I think you'll hit the shit
got
out
that
of you.
genius thing.
yeah.
I don't think it was mean spirited. Like I think it's different when you're at like an event or someone and someone just
Yeah.
like is mean, like tries to get to you by
Yeah.
making fun of your. If you say your girlfriend has like an insecurity, and you're at a care and someone just like is like, oh fuck, your ears look horrible. Like I
Yeah.
hate your ears. They look like, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
know you have ugly ears. I just took that. Please,
Yeah.
Shanghai, your ears look fine. But then that's another story.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a light-hearted joke at the Oscars. I don't know. It's celebrity drama.
And it was so awkward afterwards.
So
but I
awkward.
saw a report now that Chris Rock's comedy tour,
Mm.
I think it like quadrupled in ticket sales.
It's a
So that's
win-win.
also that's a great
You
word.
think it was fake?
No, I don't think. The first time I saw the video, it looked fake.
Mm.
And then when he started shouting, I was like, oh, no, this is not fake.
That's true. The
This is-
shouting gave it
Yeah.
away. If it was just a slap,
And then his speech when he won, it was so awkward.
I didn't see that.
Oh really?
No.
He started crying, and then he talked about I saw that as well. A comment being made like he beat the shit out of someone, and then talked about what it takes to be a good human. That's basically what fighters do. They beat the and it was just like, yeah, be a decent human.
But when fighters fight each
eat your
other,
veggies.
unless your name is Sean Strickland, you're not going in there with like bad intentions or like you're not.
I think
No, not bad intentions. What I'm like, obviously you want to hurt the guy,
Yeah.
but you're not going in there and it's not like super personal.
Yeah,
You don't hate
it's
the
not
person for the person.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, I have this goal.
It's a job.
I want to get
Yeah.
exactly, and I want to get to the belt or whatever it may be. You don't actually hate that person,
Yeah.
unless your name is Sean Strickland,
Yeah.
which in which case he'll outpoint you for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes, I hope someone fights him like Paulo Costa or Khalil.
But
Rountree.
he's fighting now. He's fighting what's that? The guy that beat Izzy. He's fighting him. That's a great fight.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Pereira. Is it Alex Pereira?
Alex Pereira, I think so.
Let me see. I think so.
Yeah, that's a great fight. I do not. When I saw the announcement, my initial thought was, I don't think Pereira will win. But he has surprised me with his previous
My
fights.
first thought was, oh yes, we're about to see Sean get his shit rocked. That's I want to see, like I want to see an ugly knee.
Yeah.
I want to see something brutal. Something like Khalil did with his last fight, like that body kick
like
on the floor, like something ugly.
Yeah. Well, like I want to see something ugly, and the first thing that pops to my mind is Ilia Topuria against Paddy Pimblett. I want that fight to happen.
Same.
So I can't wait to see like MMAfighting.com just match them up next to each other.
I can't wait to see a Scouser getting knocked out.
Shout out to Darren Till. What is he gonna do? Fly to South Africa?
Well, he doesn't even know South Africa.
I'll take Darren Till. You take Comes Up.
Ooh, yes, baby.
He'll hook the shit out of Comes Up.
Comes Up. This is scary,
I'll
man.
punch your beard off.
That's one hype train I've gotten onto a little bit just because of his training footage.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's scary.
wrestling is scary. Honestly, if you see someone that is suffocating wrestling,
Yes.
like I get scared of that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
Amazing. I love
It's
it.
nice.
It's something no one appreciates.
You're probably wrestling tonight.
I am wrestling tonight.
Yes.
Later. It's in a few hours. It's 5.
It's like 10 in the morning now. It's fine.
Not entirely. It's still early enough.
Yeah.
Yes, we did our last podcast as well. You were like insisting. I'm like, just a little bit of brandy and coke, and then I had sparring that same night, and it was fine.
Yeah,
like,
you were good.
We did 4 5-minute rounds.
That's like a
kickboxing.
warm up, basically.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And then we did some boxing and takedowns. It was fun. And then we grind wrestled against the cage, and then I started to feel a little
Then
bit.
you paid the taxes.
Just that last 2 rounds. Oh, bro, I don't want to do this anymore.
If you had to take a slap from either Will Smith or Chris Rock, who would you take the slap from?
Do you think Will Smith has a strong slap, or Chris Rock just has a hell of a chin?
Yeah, I have to, like give him props for that.
Yeah, handled it amazingly well. Just got him slapped.
And then just Dana White's whole comment about, let's make that fight happen, or Oscars. The Oscars are entertaining again. And
did you see GSP say, I was more impressed by Chris Rock's performance?
that is so funny. I love it when guys can like ride the train of their own meme.
Yes,
I love that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool to watch.
I think there was some talks about GSP and Habib having a grappling match.
That would be.
Do you have
fun.
any idea what happened to that?
No.
If it's going to happen or anything. If someone knows anything about this, please let me know.
Yeah. If I had to guess, they'll probably do it in Eagle FC as a like a
promotional
special
event,
like an exhibition. I would do that. If I was Khabib and I own a promotional company, I would definitely try and get more eyeballs on my promotion by doing stuff like that. So that would be fun.
Some fun.
That would be very cool.
Celebrity boxing stuff going on with us now, like in the country of South Africa.
Yeah, they're doing that a lot. Box Up is doing like celebrity fights.
I know they have Angelique Gerber. I
Yes.
know there's a potential opponent.
Yes.
I don't know if we can say anything.
Well, I'm sure we can take a guess.
I'm sure we can take a guess.
Because it just happened to be the moment they exposed that girl a week before posted something on her story.
Yeah. So we think we don't have, this is not confirmed. Yeah. Please, don't worry. It's nothing confidential. No one has. Angelique didn't tell us anything, or you anything. You train her sometimes, don't you? Or get kids. You train her kids. Or
I train her son. Yeah.
But we think it might be Tashay.
Yeah.
Well, that's our guess.
Yeah.
Who do you like? Oh, well, Angelique is training out of CIT. So
that's also the thing.
Speculate.
It's the fun thing about fights like that is you don't know how they're gonna do.
Exactly.
They've never fought, and now they're gonna go step up. Let's say in front of 1,000 people. Fighting in front of 1,000
it's a
people, just
scary
fighting
thing.
anywhere is stressful enough. And now you're putting lights, camera, you're putting 1,000 people in an arena.
Yeah.
That can go to your head. So
Dude, I've helped like guys warm up before, like just grappling before they fight, and I mean that's scary for me. Even I'm like,
yeah, then
I don't want to do
it's
this.
intense, yeah. And I've seen fights where mostly amateurs where you can visually see the guys do not want to fight. In their warm up you can see
Like they don't want to be. Yeah.
just give them a half a reason not to fight and they will. So it's so hard to predict. Honestly, Box Up 1 was great.
Fun Coke.
Fun Coke.
I know there was some.
And then there were like apparently 2 or 3 events after that.
Oh,
And I don't even know
them.
about them. So apparently there was like apparently apparently there was some comedian that fought. I don't know.
I don't know about that. I've heard something that Fun Coke might want to fight
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw actually a post where he said like he would like to fight again. Who should he fight? And then just a bunch of people just commented my name, and then I was like, no,
I'm not a
firstly,
celebrity.
I'll beat the shit out of Franco Van Gogh. Secondly, I'm not a boxer.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm a big fan.
No, but honestly, so Tashay, Franco van Coke, please come on.
Yeah, that would be great.
Please come on.
If Box Up is again at Mainland,
we'll do it
Bay,
in Afrikaans. Please, we'll do it in Afrikaans.
We'll but definitely do that.
So Tashay, I doubt your audience is English.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
come have a chat.
Yes, that would be fun. And they hosted at Sun Arena,
Yes,
which is
last
like
time.
10 minutes from here as well.
Not even. It's like 5 minutes away.
10 minutes from here, so it's so close.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Just
That would be
we're gonna
fun.
start reaching out to people as soon as we get a third microphone.
Yeah.
And this camera has some issues that it doesn't record only records like 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah,
We're gonna sort that out, and then
Yeah.
we'll have like long form guys on and just chat.
that's going to be
Oh,
fun.
gonna be so much fun. I
Yeah.
can't wait. Some of them are gonna be Afrikaans. Like
Yeah,
people are
definitely.
So if your
We
audience
have
is-
to stick to our roots.
exactly,
Yeah.
and we'll have Afrikaans brands. We'll have like Buffelsfontein,
Obviously.
Boer Cola. and
Obviously.
We'll just have a good time.
Yeah.
So
That'd be
if that
fun.
sounds like something someone you know or you
Yeah.
can contact would be into, like please let us know.
That would be fun.
Just
There's a lot to look forward
there's
to.
so much to look
in
forward
these
to.
2 weeks, man. I'm so hyped for Drickus's fight. I'm so stressed. It's going to be
We're gonna have a full episode dedicated to just that.
to UFC 273. All the fights, we'll unpack them, and then we'll talk. There's a few surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
it's gonna
hope
be
that
fun.
surprise comes through. It's not final.
It's
but
like
we'll see.
90% there.
Final. Okay, cool. Oh, so excited.
Yes, it's gonna be.
Anyway, thank you everyone. I'm gonna take Cammy's place now. Thank you all for watching this episode of Professional Amateurs. Now out on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Cheers, guys.